Beaches are the perfect place for a quick getaway or even a long vacation. And with the literally millions of miles of coastlines the world has to offer, the choices are endless. But whatever you do, don't even consider setting foot into any of these beaches, especially the beach on number 1. Number 1 is so bad that actually getting back from a swim in this beach alive is considered a miracle in itself. Find out what it is and more as we give you 10 of the most dangerous beaches on Earth. Number 10. New Smyrna Beach. Located on Florida's central Atlantic coast, New Smyrna is a charming beach town rooted in local culture, art, and a beautiful white sand shoreline. Known for its coastal architecture and personality, New Smyrna Beach is a prime location for surfers as well as visitors looking for a laid-back community filled with hidden adventures. New Smyrna Beach, however, holds a more ominous title, the shark capital of the world. Since somebody decided to keep tally of shark attacks back in 1882, New Smyrna Beach has been the location of over 240 separate shark attacks, and the number is constantly rising. In 2008 alone, an incredible 24 shark bites and attacks were recorded at the beach. Swimmers and surfers constantly come back to the area though, and there seems to be one very good reason. Although a huge number of attacks have occurred, so far none of them have actually been fatal. If you'd rather swim safely though, New Smyrna Beach is definitely not for you. Although shark attacks have been less frequent as of late, New Smyrna Beach still remains one of the scariest beaches in the world. If you're jonesing for a shark fix, stick to the Jaws ride at Universal Studios. Actually, is that still up? Oh, I don't know if it is. Number 9. Dumas Beach. While most of the beaches on this list have earthbound reasons for being deadly, this next beach on our list presents a danger that may possibly emanate from the afterlife. Also, it's the only haunted beach on this list, and as far as I know, it's the only haunted beach in the entire world. Located along the Arabian Sea, Dumas Beach is considered one of the most haunted places in Gujarat. The beach is renowned for two things, one for its black sand giving it an ominous look, and the other for being, well, extremely haunted. It is said that Dumas Beach was once used as a Hindu burial ground and hence is possessed by several haunting spirits that never left the region. Folklore explains that the existence of the black sand is because of the amount of ash created by burning the dead, which got mixed with white sand of the beach and turned dark in shade. Reports are to believe several tourists and locals have gone missing from Dumas. Also, a man was found dead on the beach with his tongue popping out. On top of all that, there's absolutely no one who could explain the reason behind all these mishaps aside from foul play, probably. People also claim that they heard weird sounds coming from the beach, like people laughing and someone crying, even when there's not a single soul present. Number 8. Sishys Beach and Chowpatty Beach. I kinda decided to lump these two beaches together, like two turrets on top of one another, and you'll soon see why. While most of the dangerous beaches on our list are also some of the most beautiful, the beaches on number 8 won't win any beauty pageants. In fact, one look at these filthy bodies of water is enough to deter any potential swimmers. Sishys Beach is frequently on the EU's swimming prohibited list. This beach is mainly known for its garbage, as farm sewage drains into the harbor, raising the water pollution levels to a very unsafe level. Swimming in said waters can cause diarrhea, E. coli, meningitis, typhoid, and hepatitis A, amongst other things. Chowpatty, on the other hand, oddly enough, is actually popular among tourists, even though it is dangerously polluted, with an ungodly combination of untreated sewage, garbage, and sunken coal seeped into its water and sand. This is one of the most toxic beaches not just in India, but in the entire world. Number 7. The Skeleton Coast. There is a very good reason for the Skeleton Coast's ominous name. All along this terrifying beach in Namibia in southwestern Africa, you can see the hulks of dead ships, ancient and modern. It's hard not to think of what happened to the poor shipwrecked sailors. In many cases, what remains of their vessels now stands far back from the sea, partly covered in sand. Sometimes these relics are almost entirely buried, all you can see is the mast. Countless more have vanished altogether, with every trace hidden by both sand and water. What must have befallen their crews in the days before radio and airborne rescue requires a little imagination. Sand, salt pan, and arid mountains stretch inland for 100 miles. Away from the sea, there is little to no water and no kind of sustenance, it would seem. Though occasionally you might see a wild animal every now and then, which makes you wonder how such a thing could survive in such an arid and lifeless environment. Needless to say, any hapless sailor marooned here doesn't stand a chance. Number 6. Fraser Island. The beaches of Fraser Island pose risk whether you're in the water or on the beach. Its deadly beaches are home to practically everything that you want to avoid if you're trying to stay alive. In fact, rescue helicopters are frequently flown into the area to save visitors who find themselves in a variety of medical emergencies. Why the need for helicopters, though? Well, there's no place on the island where tourists can get immediate medical attention, not even a first aid tent. In recent years, the island has become overwhelmed with irukandji, one of the most venomous types of jellyfish in the world. People stung by these tiny sea creatures may experience symptoms including abdominal pain, vomiting, sweating, anxiety, hypertension, pulmonary edema, and in extreme cases, fatal cardiac arrest. Over the past few years, several irukandji attacks have been reported on the island. And if you just think you'll be safe on land, think again. The island is also home to 25 to 30 packs of dingoes, a type of dog native to Australia that's been known to attack and kill humans. Basically, you're done for wherever you go on this island. Number 5. Gansby Beach. In South Africa, there are a lot of beaches known to be very dangerous because of the sharks prowling its waters. And if shark-infested beaches are the topic of discussion, the beach located in the territory of the town of Gansby definitely needs special attention. This coastal stretch is also known as the Great White Shark Capital of the world, and with very good reason. For many years, the coast has built a reputation for being a habitat for these extremely dangerous marine animals. There have been many incidents where inexperienced tourists were injured by the sharks, and that's despite of the many cautionary signs littering the coast, which are mostly ignored by recreation seekers. Many tourists find these dangers even exciting. Gansby is rich in the underwater attractions that can be discovered within its coastal waters. This makes this area very popular with the divers, and although some of them are petrified of the possibility to swim under the water next to a great white shark, other divers think this special feature as an additional incentive for the long journey. Number 4. Playa Azul. The west coast of Mexico has a unique, untamed beauty that is difficult to find anywhere else in the country, or anywhere else in the world for that matter. Nowhere is that more true than in the southern beach town of Azul, where travelers flock to explore rocky hillsides and rugged coasts. In fact, Playa Azul has been often voted one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Now, whether or not the fact that it's also Mexico's only nude beach adds to its popularity, however, I'm not gonna comment on that. But don't get too comfortable skinny dipping in its waters though. Playa Azul literally translates to Beach of the Dead. So many people have obviously lost their lives on this shoreline, and a special lifeguard team has been set up there. The killer here isn't really a mystery though. The beach's giant waves create extremely dangerous undercurrents which pull swimmers out into the water. Fortunately, thanks to the vigilance of the lifeguard team, the number of drownings there have dropped significantly in recent years, but that still doesn't negate the danger entirely. Number 3. Cape Tribulation. Swimming in the waters of Cape Tribulation in Australia and coming out of it alive and uninjured is definitely a cause for celebration. That's because of the many inherent dangers of swimming there. Located along the coast of Queensland, it features alluring sandy stretches and palm-fringed aquamarine waters, and literally thousands of booby traps and a few large ones, each with the potential to kill. From October to early June, warm water brings thousands of crystal clear box jellyfish around Cape Tribulation. These particular jellyfish are so potent because their venom attacks the cardiovascular system and can cause swimmers to drown before reaching the land for help. Tour guides of the area tell tourists that if you were touched by one, it would only take minutes to kill you. If the jellyfish weren't dangerous enough, there are also crocodiles. They hide out in both shallow and deep waters near the ocean or in freshwater creeks, so you really have to be on the lookout at all times. Even though I'm pretty sure they'll see you before you'll see them. They're super fast, very aggressive, and have been known to pull down a cow before. Now it's time for today's best pick. Today's pick looks like Cthulhu finally decided to leave his watery home and wreak havoc on land. But fear not, those are just massive sea kelp waving at you beneath the waves. Still looks creepy though. Find out more next with number 2. Hanakapié Beach. Hanakapié Beach is undeniably beautiful, boasting of golden sands, black cliffs, and endless blue sea. But beware of succumbing to the temptation of this Kauai paradise. The alluring waters of this beach are home to incredibly strong riptides, which have pulled many unknowing swimmers to their very deaths. The cause of the danger? A lack of natural coral reef protecting the area. Because of this perilous nature of this beach, there is no main access road to the beach, requiring thrill seekers to navigate formidable boulders and switchbacks over streams and waterfalls, which should be a clear indication that no one should actually swim here. For a more overt warning, there is even a sign on the beach that claims more than 80 people have drowned there. Although I couldn't find any official records of the death toll, some websites mention that there have been approximately 30 verified cases in the last 50 years. In any case, 30 is still a large number. The beach is on the other side of the Hanakapié stream, a river that is much better suited for swimming than the nearby beach. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually subscribed. Come on guys, what's up with that? Can you guys please hit the subscribe button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well subscribe and keep up to date with every video we put out. Number 1. The 7 Mile Miracle. The 7 Mile Miracle is precisely what it is, a 7-mile or 11.2-kilometer stretch of sandy beaches delivering the most important surf spots in the history of surfing. And the miracle? Well, it's a miracle every time someone comes out of its waters alive. According to the book Surfing Hawaii, there are 36 surf spots in the 7 Mile Miracle. For the fearful and the fearless, beach breaks, reef breaks, and point breaks, left and right-handers, mushy and tubular waves. Hawaii's 7 Mile Miracle is truly a surfer's paradise and heaven on earth, with its particular characteristics and its classic hazards. It's also a place of worship for the locals. It's also one of the more dangerous surf breaks on earth. The lifeguards who patrol the beaches make upward of 1,000 saves per year, sometimes as many as 30 in one day. While most of the incidents are cases of drowning or near drowning, there are some cases of concussions as well, caused by surfboards smashing into their riders' heads. Couple that with a few incidents of shark attacks and you really had the perfect recipe for danger, making the 7 Mile Miracle live up to its reputation as the most dangerous beach in the world. Are you brave enough to dip your toes into any of these beaches? Let us know in the comments below. Also make sure to dip your toes into the channel's other amazing content. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody!